Good morning, dear students. I feel very glad to meet you after a long gap through this online class. Since it is a short recorder, I am giving you here a short summary and important points of the first lesson, Two Gentlemen of Verona. So if you have the textbook, you can have in your hand, and some important points, whatever I say, you can underline in your textbook. So dear students, Two Gentlemen of Verona, so written by A.J. Cronin. You see the title of the lesson, Verona is name of place. So Verona is a name of place. Two Gentlemen of Verona. That means two brothers are called gentlemen from Verona. So what we are going to see in this lesson, why these two brothers are called gentlemen. That is important. We call sometimes some people, they are gentlemen. How we call? Why we call them? Because of their characters, because of their activities. The same way, in this lesson, the author A.J. Cronin describes what are the qualities, what are the characters for being a gentleman. Here, two brothers, they are Nicola and Jacopo. So Nicola is the elder one, 13 years old, and Jacopo is junior, so 12 years old. So these two people are very important in this lesson. These two brothers are called gentlemen. Why? Let's go. Let's see the lesson. So take the textbook and you can have the first lesson, page number 1. You see there the story. Actually, I'm just giving the summary of the story. The story begins with the narrator driving through the foothills of the Alps. So the narrator and his companion. So narrator and the driver. So narrator is A.J. Cronin and the driver. They both are going through and passing the foothills of Alps. When they go near to Verona, that means not entering to the Verona, before Verona and the outskirts, they found two brothers. They were selling strawberries, wild strawberries, and they are looking very shabby. They both name called Nicola and Jacopo. So Nicola, as I told in the earlier, is 13 years old, the elder one, and the Jacopo is 12 years old and the younger one. By seeing these two people, that the narrator, that means A.J. Cronin, asked the driver to stop the car, and he wanted to buy strawberries, but the driver says, "Sir, we can get better and the fresh one in Verona." But looking these two brothers, the narrator had a pity on these two brothers, and he wanted to buy strawberries from these two people. Even though they look very shabby, but the narrator wants to buy strawberries from these two brothers. So he got a full basket of strawberries from these two boys. And they stay in the hotel, the narrator and the driver. When they come out from the hotel, the next page number 2, you can find the first line. Next morning, coming out of a hotel, we saw our friends. That means the narrator saw again these two boys just sitting in front of the hotel and polishing their shoes. So the narrator wondered, how this yesterday we saw they were selling strawberries, now today I can see these two boys are sitting here. And he asked them, "I thought you picked fruit for a living." So this is what the narrator says. "I thought you picked fruit for a living. I thought you are selling strawberries for your life." Then immediately the brothers, they too said, no sir, we do many things. That means we do many jobs. Page number 2, the right side, you see, under the hot sun they shined shoes, sold fruit, hawked newspaper, conducted tourists round the town and ran errands. They did multiple works. So they one day, the first they were selling strawberries, and they shined shoes, and then they hawked newspapers. That means selling newspapers, and then became guides, tourist guides, take the people to show the important places in the Verona. So the author also asked them, you can also take us to the important places and show important places. So they happily did it. The next, when they were back, again they saw these two brothers were lying on the platform with a bundle of newspapers. So the narrator asked, why are you out so late, Nicola? Like that the narrator asked. Then the Nicola responses. You see the wonderful sentence, waiting for the last bus from Padua. They're just waiting for the last bus. At least in the last bus they can sell some newspapers, expecting they can sell some newspapers. These are the important characters and qualities of these two boys becoming gentlemen of Verona. Why? And then immediately the narrator thinks that why these people are doing so many jobs, and he asked the narrators, by seeing you are doing many jobs, but I don't see that you are saving money or you are using money for your clothes or food. You are not looking rich enough, but you are saving, but you are earning more. Then they said nothing, just they don't want to release their secret. That secret you will come to know in the end. That is, in the end you can see, one day they were sitting there, they two brothers, and the narrator asked, so I wanted to leave my place, I wanted to go back. Before going back, if you like to have anything, or if you like to have any help or any favor for you, the author asked these two boys. They were just quiet and calm for some times, and immediately Jacopo said, sir, every Sunday we make, that page number 3 you can see, every Sunday we make a visit to the country, to Spoleto. This is what the request from Jacopo. What he says, every Sunday we make a visit to the country Spoleto. Usually we go by bicycles, but this time, since you have a car, can you drop us to that particular place? That place name is Spoleto. Then immediately he accepted, the narrator accepted. But what happened, since it is Sunday, the narrator already has given leave for the driver. Anyway, he accepted and said, no problem, I will take you to that particular place, then I will become the driver, you don't worry, such way. So they started going there, and they reached the place, Spoleto. Then in a particular place they asked, okay, please stop here, wait here, we'll be back very soon. So the narrator stopped there, and these two brothers dropped and got down, and they went to the place in a villa. There the author could see a building, that's all, but author did not go there. Later, sometimes, after waiting for some times, the author wanted to know what is there, so he followed them secretly. Then he went there and he met a nurse and asked the nurse where these two brothers Then the nurse took the other to the place, and the other could see a wonderful, sentimental scene there. That is, they both were sitting near to a lady called Lucia, so the sister of these two brothers. Lucia is on the bed, lying on the bed, because she was suffering from tuberculosis of the spine, so she cannot stand properly or sit properly. She is lying, so there is a disease in the spine for her. So these two brothers were doing so many works to earn money for the treatment of his sister. By looking this, the author really felt very kind to these two brothers, and he felt such a beautiful characters, such a wonderful persons these two are. So what we get from from this lesson, in this modern world, that means the world is full of war, such a kind of people needed. This is what the short story of the lesson. So you can see in the last line, you see, we had not broken their spirit. Their selfless action brought a new nobility to human life. Very important. Selfless. They are not selfish. They wanted to earn more money for the sister's treatment. This is what the important theme, that the earning money for the sister's treatment gave them a wonderful name, that is gentleman, and give promise of a greater hope for human society. The last line, you see, the present human society needed such a kind of people, such a kind of character people. So I request all of you, just once you go through the lesson in your textbook, and we will send you summary and important question answers, and we will ask you to do some works or some questions to study, and we will have exam night. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you have any doubt, you can clarify me personally. Thank you.